What's up, you guys? Matt Thibeau here with Savant Marketing Agency, and in this video we're going to talk all about how we help this Christmas light installation contractor get 60 leads in just 2 weeks into our campaign. And I'm going to break down some numbers. I'm going to show you some of the ads on Facebook that we use to help this contractor, again, get 60 leads in only 2 weeks time and close cash collected over $20,000 in just 2 weeks. And I'm really excited for this one because if you are installing Christmas lights or you're thinking about doing so, I think you're going to get a lot of really great ideas and a lot of insight into exactly how you could get a similar result like this by just implementing some of these simple strategies I'm going to talk about in this video today. So let's just jump right into things here. So like I said, this client got 60 leads in 2 weeks time. I'm going to break down some of the numbers within that. But the first thing that I want to talk a little bit about, before we started anything on Facebook ads with this client, the first thing that we did is we just got to a really good offer in place, right? So the number one thing that we focused in on, what we find works really well for Christmas light installation, is offering a free design consultation, right? And you can typically, have some kind of app or something like that, but a free design consultation works really well because it's going to give the prospect a really good idea of like, what does this actually look like on my home? And you're also going to find that the free design consultation is actually going to sell the job almost for you, especially if you have a really good program that's going to really help them get a really good visual of what it would look like to have the lights on the house. Super important to offer that in your Facebook ad, which is exactly what we did for this client. Another thing that we did, so that was the first thing, is this free design consult. But the other thing that we did is that we also offered a 10% off discount. Now, if you follow any of the stuff that I teach, I often will recommend to not do any kind of discount. But in this specific scenario, it's a little bit different, and here's why. Is because this discount is not just indefinitely being offered. It has a very specific deadline of when this discount ends. And in this case, it was the end of November, I believe. And so as long as you have a deadline on your ads of when this discount is going to expire, then discounts actually work really, really well, specifically for this market of Christmas lights installation, because there's a specific deadline, which is like, and there's also like Christmas is coming up. So you can use that short-term timeline to your advantage. Now, the way that you would never use a discount, though, is just indefinitely using it, like I mentioned earlier, where you're always offering this discount, because what that's going to tend to do is devalue your brand, and you're just going to attract the wrong crowd over time. But if you're offering some kind of fast action discount within a timeline, then that's perfectly fine, and that's exactly what we did for this campaign, and it worked really, really well. So let's just dive into some of the things that we did also on Facebook just to get these types of results. So, Facebook, primarily if you want success on Facebook ads, you need to have really good creatives, which is what it's called, right? So the images or the videos that you're choosing to use on Facebook, because that is what's going to get people's attention. Now, for this specific campaign, we were spending $1,500 a month, right? And so we were able to actually get those 60 leads in the 2 weeks there for just $13 a lead, which is pretty amazing. And I'll tell you, the biggest thing that's going to go into really driving the cost per lead down is going to come down to having great images or videos, or like a very eye-catching ad, right? And so I'm going to show you some of the ads that we did, and I'm going to show you the one that did the best. So the first type of ads that we did for this client that did work well are picture ads. So I'll show you some examples here of the picture ads. And, nothing super crazy, but we're just showing images and such of like, what the service is. And now I'm going to show you an example of what the video ad looks like. And this video ad by far was the highest performing ad that we did. The reason for this is because the client is showing his face, so there's a lot of trust being built there. We're showing examples of like what the service looks like. And then on top of that, we wrote the script for the client, and we actually inserted the offers in there, and he executed it really well. Like, he read it, he didn't sound like a robot or anything, like he read it really well. And so, you know, he knocked it out of the park with the script that we gave him in the systems, and this video ad is doing phenomenally well. In fact, it's doing so well that some of the leads that this client are getting are like some of the, if you know anything about Christmas lights, you know, Govee lights. So people will say like, oh, you know, could you even install my Govee lights for me? And this ad is working so well that he's actually able to charge like a premium price on just installing basically a lower end product for people, and they're still willing to go ahead and do it. And then, you know, oftentimes he'll just be able to upsell them into doing like permanent lighting or something, you know, that would fit maybe what they're looking for a little bit better. So this has been a really great campaign. And let's just look at some numbers here just so I can show you. So like I said, $1,500 a month for the ad spend. He's coming in at $13 a lead right now. So far in just the 2 weeks there, he's closed $21,000, 250. So not too shabby for just 2 weeks in. So basically he's on track to do over $40,000 a month with this campaign. And in outstanding quotes right now, we got 43,600 in outstanding quotes. And this number, the strategy that we're going to do at the time of recording this video right now, it's not even Christmas yet. We still have, we're still mid-November at this point. So this number here, we can definitely get the majority of that closed because we can just send an offer to them to basically give like a fast action, you know, flash sale or something if they're really on the edge, or just follow up and get them to move ahead before Christmas, right? Because the real advantage with this campaign is that it's all time sensitive. So you can put like a lot of pressure on the fact that like, hey, Christmas is coming up, you want to get this done quickly, and so you can actually enjoy your lights, right? So this is something that I think is really going to work in his favor for closing these jobs. And you know, so far over $20,000 in sales, not too shabby 2 weeks in. And like I said, we're expecting to be doing over $40,000 in sales, which is a huge win for this client. And I couldn't be happier with the results so far. So I hope you found this video helpful and it gave you some insight into what these ads look like, the strategy that we did. If you are watching this right now and you want to do Christmas lights, or you have some questions, or you're interested to see how we could help you out with your Christmas light campaign, then go in the description below. There's a link there. You can book a free strategy call with our team. I'd be happy to speak with you. But other than that, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate a subscribe so I can give you more great videos like this. If you have any comments, whether, you know, good, bad, or ugly or whatever, comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you guys have a good one.